russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. If I didn't have to promote Russo's brand, I would never be on social media. I've said that a million freaking times, bro. But I got to tell you, with me, Stevie, when I get in those spaces of I got to get away from social media for a couple of weeks, I do see a drop in business. And that's why I go back on, because when I'm not present and on there, I can see a drop in numbers. But you told me this morning, bro, like enough, like you're putting a fork in it. It's finished. No more social media for you, despite your very, very, very popular brands. So I just want to get your take on all this.
Well, first, there's no come to Jesus moment. There's no linchpin or event. There's nothing that provoked this thing. This has kind of been like measuring it over months, maybe even, more than a year, looking at the business, looking at the brands. If you want to look at it as a business thing, because that's the first thing you said and other people that I told about this, I do not get any kind of traction on social media. My company, the fitness company, is different than the wrestling stuff that you're talking about, where you have to interact and you have to promote this, or obviously we need to put a bit of clickbait in there to get people to be curious with it. But with me, I look at mine and I say, it feels so much better too to interact directly with the comments on YouTube, to get emailed directly, especially I just talked about my weight gain from the Right to Censor days and got many, many email messages and was able to communicate one-on-one with people like that. Also, it just comes in a time of time management. My time management, like any human being, if you just want to look at this, you want to pick it up. We're all socially engineered to pick this up with the FOMO, fear of missing out. But I found when I didn't do that, first day or two, I kind of was like, I wonder what's going on, as anybody would do. Then like day 3 and 4, I was filling my time up with trying to learn to be a better video editor, better storyteller, getting the manual and custom settings down on my camera, starting to maybe write the book and talking to Mike from ECW Press about it. These are things that social media, the average social media, or let's just say screen time is another thing. I watch a lot of YouTube and stuff, so my screen time's still way up there. I haven't disconnected, but people spend an average of 2 hours and 33 to 38 minutes per day on social media. And I have a video I'm going to put up on my fitness channel with an actual schedule, a PDF of what I plan to do to fill in my time from 3:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. when I start getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to share that as a free blank PDF if somebody wants to try to be more efficient with their time management. So for me, it wasn't everybody's being mean to me. I did shit on all the time with the new show and everything and calling me names and all that stuff. That's great because those comments are money, interaction, algorithm. I get that part of it. But for me, I find myself not growing as much as a business, as a brand, as a person, as a man, as anything, because doom scrolling and doing all this stuff. And let's face it, my wife got off for about 2 weeks. She had to check it like for her birthday recently. She looked. It's the same. It's WWE. It's the same 6 to 10 types of videos that are out. No matter what it is, it's always, I can go away for 6 months, just like wrestling, come back, and it's the same thing. I want to touch on it, just finished it right here too. I've always been good, and you know about this creatively with me in the wrestling business. I've always been very good at being counterculture, meaning whenever the trend's going this way, I'm going to try to isolate myself and find a niche that's different, that's not part of the group. All the fitness stuff is going back into the stunts, even the brands I work with, having people flex their quads in front of a rack. Why am I going to buy, excuse my language, why am I going to buy a fucking rack because someone is just flexing their quad? I'd rather watch a 10-minute video telling me how long did it take to ship? Was it a pain in the ass to assemble?
Yeah.
Is it holding up well? Even my videos, have been cut down by time because I was just doom scrolling and looking at social media way more. Now that 2.5 to 3 hours per day, I could learn DaVinci Resolve. I could learn photo editing. I could go outside. I can get another workout in, which is probably another dangerous thing. But I could ramble on and on about it, but it's not the, oh my God, the world is coming down on me and I'm getting rid of social media. If anything, I'll probably keep the accounts because just like you, there's shadow accounts and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. If you delete your social media, they've already created 3 other accounts, not a conspiracy, to puff up their numbers and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. It's like DDP way back in it. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It really is, because I was wasting valuable time to improve myself and my business, believe it or not using the social media.
Stevie, I think that's why I always wind up overfilling my plate. You know what I mean? Because if my plate is over full, that means I'm always doing something. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I do it. Like, bro, the book has been tremendous. Like, if you start putting your energy there, bro, I was sitting there saying, oh my God, Vince, like, cause Michael had told me, like, Vince, 60 to 70,000 words, 250 pages. And I'm like, bro, I can't fill 250 pages. And Stevie started writing. Bro, I think I'm at 230 now and not even close to the end. But I think that's why people like you and I, bro, I think that's why we continually fill our plate. So there always is something for us to do. I think that's vital, bro.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But what we have to really break down, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And how's it serving us and how's it serving others? Because doom scrolling or look at social media, it's taking away from my mission statement of everything I do, and that's educating people and teaching people and sharing a story. I could become way better of a storyteller and make my fitness videos. I watch other creators that do a great job, like Trent the Traveler and other people. You'd like that guy. He travels around in the van, but it's very cinematic. If I could figure out a way of doing my fitness review videos or anything like that in a more mini documentary type of form, I could literally have a new genre of that and maybe get other work of, you know how to edit videos, you know how to film. Can you help us with this? Can you help produce an independent wrestling show? You seem to know how to direct stuff. That's what I mean. There might be other opportunities left on the table that social media is literally taking away from that. And for anybody, like, I thought, well, it's for my business. And then I really looked at the messages, even on, say, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. Like 1% of them are business. Everybody emails me, or if you know me, you have my number anyway. You can text or call. I really want to regress this. Maybe by the end of the year, this will be a flip phone.